Hi again. Now that you've had your warm-up and some upper body exercises, we can move on to some lower body exercises. We're going to start off with a squat. So your feet are going to be hip distance apart. You're going to keep a soft bend in those knees to start. You're going to stick that bum back. You're going to come down and sit into the backs of your heels. And you're going to push through those heels to drive yourself up and squeeze that bum up at the top. So you're going to drive through those heels, squeeze that bum up at the top, come up to standing, come down, keep that chest lifted, and up, down, and up. From the side, you'll notice, so feet hip distance apart, soft bend in those knees to start. You're going to stick that bum out, keep that chest lifted. You're going to sit down, so coming straight down. Most of the weight is going to be in your heels. If you can lift up those toes in your shoes, then you know that most of your weight are in your heels. And you're going to drive through those heels and squeeze those glutes up at the top. Coming down and squeeze at the top, down and squeeze at the top. Again, if you notice that your chest is coming forward when you're bending down, just don't come down as low. So you stick that bum back, just come down here so your chest is still lifted. Push straight up, down, and up. Now I brought a chair here in case you want to modify. So again, keep those feet hip distance apart, soft bend in those knees, chest is lifted. You're going to come down, stick that bum out. You can sit down in the chair. As you come up, you're going to rock forward, push through those heels when you come up. Come down, sit down, forward, push through those heels. So again, 10 to 12 times, 2 to 3 times through. We can move off into lunges here. So it's going to be an offset stance. You want to keep it narrow to begin with. And you want to think of your feet on railroad tracks rather than a tightrope. So if you were in a tightrope position, it's a little bit harder to balance. You want to be on a railroad track. So offset, about hip distance apart. You're going to just sink right down and up. So making sure that knee doesn't come over those toes, and you're still going to squeeze those glutes up at the top. You try that out for a couple times if you're comfortable. Maybe move that foot back. Staying on the ball of that back foot. You're still going to push through more of the back side of your forward foot. So you're going to think about sinking straight down, 90-degree bend in both legs, and you're going to push up through those glutes. Keep that core nice and engaged. Nice tall spine. Keep that chest lifted. 10 to 12 times through each leg. Another modification for a squat, or another variation I should say, you're going to come into a hip width apart. So this is how we started. We started hip width apart with our toes pointing forward. Now we're going further than hip width apart. Those toes are going to point off to the side about 45 degrees. And we're going to come down. And we're going to work on the insides of those thighs. So we're going to come down, push through those heels and those glutes and those inner thighs as you come up. So you're coming down, straight down, nice, strong spine, chest lifted, shoulders down and away from those ears. You're going to push through those heels. Come down and up. If you need that chair for a little bit of support, just for balance here, please go ahead and do so. So nice wide stance. Feet are 45 degrees out. You're going to come straight down and then push through. Almost like you're doing a plie. Pushing through, down, and up. All right, so 10 to 12 times through, 2 or 3 cycles.